Yeah, I'm Peter Lin. I'm the Bishop of the Georges River region, and I was at St Barnabas Fairfield Bossley Park for 18 years. I think that our Anglican churches in Sydney have generally done a really good job reaching the middle class. Most of our churches, I think we could fairly categorise as middle class. The problem is there are a lot of people in our city that are not middle class, and Jesus very much had a view to those that are less fortunate than we are, and called on his people to look after them and to take care of them, and especially those amongst the household of faith, amongst believers. It's very interesting that when Jesus gathered his 12 disciples around him, they certainly weren't middle class people. They were fishermen. There was even a tax collector amongst those. And we've got to understand, tax collectors back in Jesus' time were actually, they're probably doing all right, but they're actually generally hated people. But yeah, Jesus collected people around him and gathered people around him that were not necessarily, in fact many of them were not well off, they gave up everything to follow Jesus. And so, certainly it's a challenge for our churches to mirror that same heart of Jesus, to reach those that are marginalised and certainly reach those that are less fortunate than we are. And how great would it be, to sit in church together with people from all different walks of life, including people who may have been blessed by more and people that haven't been blessed as much, and even better to see them sharing. Yeah, community chaplaincy, I think, is important, very important, because I think most community chaplaincies at the moment are getting into areas where your average church is just not reaching. And it's giving community chaplains a particular focus to a particular group of people where, again, maybe the churches don't have the resources or the know-how to do. And we live in an area of Sydney which is so diverse. We need people with particular focus to reach particular groups of people. And one church can't do everything and can't reach everybody. And so that's why I just think community chaplains are so valuable to the ministry of the gospel in our area. Yeah, absolutely vital.